We're live.
Okay, let's go on the record on cause number 205062, Carolyn Aites versus R. Calling Inc. Counsel, make your appearances.
Sorana Bond for plaintiff, Carolyn Aites.
And Valerie Mossman for the defendant, Our Calling Inc.
All right, let's go ahead and proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're here on defendant's special exceptions. We've just filed 2 of them.
Okay.
One, this is in general a negligence, probably a premises liability case. Our Calling Inc. provides services to homeless people to help them get back on their feet. So it's a charity. And the 2 special exceptions, one goes to, we'd like further clarification on what was the unreasonably dangerous condition, which, as you know, is one of the key elements in a premises liability case. And then what were the injuries? So with regard to the condition, I can read from plaintiff's petition, and it says that while she was walking through the parking lot toward her vehicle, she had to walk between 2 other vehicles, and she tripped and fell due to a concrete parking space divider. So that's on page 3. And then on the next page, under paragraph 13, it says a condition of defendant's premises poses an unreasonable risk of harm. A speed bump that had come unbolted and detached from the parking lot was lying next to a handicap ramp. So I'm as guilty as the next person of copy and paste errors. So that's the first concern, is those sound very different. But going back, I'll do this basically, but you know, these are my highlightings and my notes on the facts themselves. So we don't have a good roadmap for where this case is going based on the minimal factual description. So walking through the parking lot, had to walk between 2 vehicles, fell due to a concrete parking spot. Is this a parking lot design complaint? Was there no pedestrian path for her to walk? Because she says she had to walk between 2 vehicles. Was there?
Let me ask a quick question. So did she fall on the concrete divider or did she fall on the speed bump?
I don't know, and I can't tell. And if it's the speed bump laying next to a handicap spot, that raises ADA issues. That's a whole separate area of expertise that we would have to.
Let me ask Ms. Band then.
Yes, Your Honor, she fell on the concrete parking space divider between those 2 vehicles.
Okay. So it clearly that we need to grant a special exception to make that clear, because it sounds like that it could be a cut and paste there or something like that. So let's go ahead and fix that one. And then the second one involves damages.
Yes, Your Honor. So the sum total of the damages described are in, pardon me, paragraph 20 on page 5. This is it. This is the whole thing. Carolyn Aites suffered severe injuries and damages. So I know that in plaintiff's response, they have said, well, we've provided you with medical records, but a special exception procedurally is a challenge to the pleadings, and having to look to extrinsic materials or documents is prohibited by the procedure itself. We're supposed to be able to tell from the pleading what the injuries and damages were. She has outlined very general elements of damage like past medical expenses, pain and suffering, but I can't tell from the pleading, which is the roadmap for the litigation, whether I'm going to need a hip guy or a shoulder person, a back, neck chiropractor.
I assume you sent discovery, correct?
Yes.
I mean, I've always, I did this myself for 13 years. I've been a judge for 15. I've always seen that in personal injury cases, the pleading is, that the elements are enough, with the exception that you can request the full amount of the damages unless the law has changed on that. No one has argued that in a while, so I don't know if the law has changed, but you used to be able to require them to plead of, the total amount pled. But to go into more specificity is really, to me, more of a discovery issue.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may respond, the written discovery and deposition, oral deposition is available. In fact, we are taking my client's deposition in 4 days. That has been set and will proceed. Again, they have all of the information on the specific doctors and type of injuries during that written discovery answers, our demands to them, and so on.
Okay, so number 1 is granted, number 2 is denied. Can you get me an order on that, Ms. Mossman?
Absolutely. So I filed one on Friday that has, special exception number 1, granted or denied, and you get to check.
Oh, okay, so it's a checklist order. Great. That's exactly what I like.
And Your Honor, just to clarify, we will amend the petition to with more detail as to exactly the location and how she fell.
Because it's unclear what she fell on, because there's 2 different things stated. You just need to clarify that issue.
Will do.
So,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, let me make sure I have this. Give me 1 second. You said you filed this on Friday, is that right?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, sorry, Ms. Payton, if you don't mind, just print out another order. Grab it. Okay. Anything else today, guys?
That is
Not
it.
for me.
All right, you guys be safe. Good to see both of you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
All right, Mr. Vengro.
Good morning, Your Honor.
So are you here for the 11 o'clock hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And Mr. Madden is the opposing counsel?
Or I believe Kevin Poteet is for intervener.
Sounds good. How have you been, Mr. Vengro?
I've been doing well. How about yourself? Enjoy the Super Bowl?
Well, I mean, it's interesting. My wife's a huge Kansas City. She's from Kansas City. So she was, kind of rooting for the Chiefs, though she's not a huge Chiefs fan. And